Hello, this is Astrologer Dawn, and I am in my closet. The reason I'm in here is we've got the NCAA tournament going on, actually pretty much in every room in my house, and I wanted to do this as soon as possible. So this is a story of creating win-win situations or win-lose situations. A very good friend of mine, this is a long story, a very good friend of mine about 4 or 5 years ago went into business with a man that I believe was a very good con man, very charming. People liked him. And she went into business, and the first red flag that came up was when, I guess, the partnership agreement came up, and she was 49% and he was 51%. Once she had started to grow his business, well, their business, except remember she's 49 and he's 51%, that is, he decides he doesn't need her anymore, doesn't want her anymore. Here's the problem, though. They own the property together, they own the business together, but she has no real rights. I'm going to put these back on so I can see what I'm doing for a little while. But she has no real rights, so she's forced out. During this process, she ends up acquiring a lot of debt. So instead of sort of feeling like a victim and acting like a victim, what she does is she learns a lot about business and a lot about corporations and a lot about the law and a lot about what you can do and you can't do and all of this kind of stuff. So 3.5 years ago we went for a walk, and she told me it was 3.5 years until the balloon payment was due on the property and things would all be sort of over at that point. I didn't think that was going to happen. But during that period of time, he has tried to oust her. He's tried to take money out of the business. It's been quite fascinating to watch her be very patient and very slowly just stand up for herself and her rights and do it legally and, follow whatever she was supposed to be following. He, on the other hand, I don't think he realized that she was becoming very business savvy. She started another business in the meantime that's already quite successful and is going to go on to more success. She held herself very high. She never talked negatively about him. Not even to me, actually. Just the facts, ma'am. Unfortunately, I have intuition, and I can see a con man a mile away, considering Johnny Rand was my father. So come February the 17th, my brother's birthday this year, 2015, he is supposed to come up with the money to purchase the property from her. Doesn't have it. So now she has the property. So he's, in effect, his business is going to be done and over with because he can't have it on that property because she owns it now. And he's going to, I don't know what he's going to do. I guess he'll try and start his business somewhere else. It's very specific, though, so it's not like you can just open it up anywhere. So it's really interesting because what I see out of this is he could have created a win-win situation. And he didn't create a win-win situation. He could have used all of her business acumen, all of her bubbly personality, her knowledge, her love of serving people, of helping people, of answering questions, her marketing skills, her sales skills. His business, or their business, could have gone through the roof for both of them. He could have created a win-win situation. Instead, he's created a win-lose situation because he loses his business. I mean, it's a win for her in terms of she got the business, she gets the property, but it's not really because that's not the way she would have wanted it. She would have preferred to have a win-win situation. And she learned a lot during this period of time. There will be no other partnerships where when she sees a contract that says 4951, she doesn't listen to that small, still voice inside of her. That's what we all have to do. When there are red flags, listen to them. I mean, she's going to be out of this in a couple of weeks, and she'll start a new life, and presumably he will. However, and she's grown and she's learned. However, if she'd have listened to that red flag back 4 years ago, when she was sitting there looking at that contract and really tapped into her intuition, she could have missed all of the opportunity of what she's had to experience for the past 4 years. So, and I did ask her, I can talk about this, and I haven't named her, and if you know this story, then you know who it is, and if you don't, it doesn't really matter, because the people and the situations can change. What I learned is that this woman was really patient. She was kind. She did things by the law, by the letter of the law. She followed every procedure to protect herself. And through that, she became really, really empowered. And that's really important. Yeah, that's really important. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I was sending you guys, I'd recorded Saturn in Sagittarius retrograde, and I didn't send it to you, and I couldn't figure out why, and now I know why. Here's my friend calling me back. Can you answer the phone, please, honey? Namaste.